What's up? Welcome back, one and all, to another afterwork adventure. Look at that, man. Fast moving clouds. Welcome to heaven. We have about 3 hours to look around. Look at that. But it's been about 2.5 months since I made it out here. But this is what you get when it doesn't rain for a while, but then it rains real hardcore for about 2 hours this morning. Nothing washed out. I guess that's what happens, right? Hey, I see white. I think I recognize it. Let's see if we can find some, well, there are some puzzle pieces right there. But I'm really not looking for those at the moment. I'm looking for something else. A few pieces of major history. Let's walk around really quickly. See if we can spot a few things. I wanted to be like the good old days when I used to come out here and roll out with at least 3 every single time, no matter what. No, that's nothing. I picked that thing up about 5 or 6 times in the past 4 years. I think they're getting ready to level things out. I see that white. No, it's nothing. Dang. Yeah, it's been slim pickings since about early March. Haven't been going out looking for the good stuff. Not at all, really. Because it hasn't rained that hard. It's just been random rain showers, hit or miss, since about mid to late March. Nothing that washes anything out. Washes it up, turns it around. Nothing like that. Which is unfortunate for us when it comes to this hobby of looking for it. Maybe I found everything in the beginning of the year and they've been holding back. I mean, holding back the waters. Because I found perfection in the beginning. Let's hope they got something major out here, though. I'm going to be looking. Is that a terminated crystal right here? Let's take a look. No, it isn't. But look at this thing right here. Look at this rock right here. That looks like a scale model of something. I don't see that fully intact red or green Dalton. Maybe it might be orange. We gotta see it to believe it, though. Let me go ahead and continue on. Yeah, it might be a rough one today. Yeah, there's a lot of rocks that I recognize. I mean, not this one. That's got terminations on it, though. Like the beginning stages of it. Cool looking quartz rock. Add it back to their pile. I don't understand this, some of the time. Because when I look back at my first videos when I started looking for the good stuff way back in like 2017, and all the creeks that I've ever visited and started going to, when it was dry, there was a drought, there were weeks without a lot of rain, whatever, and it looked exactly like this, where you can tell they had rain that washed things down, but nothing was like manipulated. You can tell. It was rough, it was hard. It's stabilized. Like this right here. You can tell this stuff's been in the same spot for at least 5 months. The way the landscape looks, you can tell. Nothing looks fresh. But that's the thing, though. I mean, all those different times coming out, long time ago, to new spots, and I would find the things. I would find the major pieces of history. But now I can't. What a game, guys. What a game. You saw that. Now, I don't say, cuss words or anything like that often. But you just saw that edge. I thought that was going to be some quartz point, man. Dang it, it's not. It's just a busted piece of quartz. I mean, this is like Georgia, you know. I got to keep a lookout for the chert, the flint, all that kind of stuff, the stone artifacts. That could have been one, though. I mean, you saw that edge right there. Where's that edge that we saw? We saw that. Look at that. Man, all right. I don't know if that is one or not, still. But that's a good sign, though. That's a good sign because, I mean, if we saw it sitting like that, then that's good. That means we're still working. I mean, the odds are still working. We still got it when it comes to the game of looking. Hey, there's part of a terminated crystal, too. No, not really, though. Let me go ahead and keep looking. No paleo, unfortunately. Yeah, that's how high the water's got. You can tell there's the line right there. Man, the water only got about 3 inches deeper. I guess we're not going to make any major collections today. Man, where's that thing at? They fooled me on a couple ones out here. I saw some glassy finishes. I thought they were black chert arrowheads. They just ended up being rocks. Yeah. I was like, please let me find something out here. Everything's the same color. Look, it's all that silty stuff on top of everything. It makes a lot of other things like easier to distinguish. You can easily see the glassy finishes. It's hard for the silt to sit on top of the other stuff. I mean, like the gnat pieces. You can see it easily, really. But I'll just tell you something right here. Hold on. Thought I saw something. Oh no, that's not one. Crap. I found them sitting in silt before. But I had to see it at a certain angle. Looks like I might have been fooled again. But you'll never believe it. Oh, it's a piece of glass, man. They fooled me again. That's like 5 times in a row right here. Yeah, but I was standing right here. And I was telling this tree right here, I was like, thanks for sitting here. Thanks for standing here. Thanks for living. Thanks for being alive. And I asked them, I told them, I was like, can you please stand for longer? Because it looks like they're about to be pulled down. And I told them, I was like, I wish I can pick you back up. Replant you back up there on the hill or something like that. To give you a longer chance at life, a better chance at living a long life. And I said out loud, I said, I don't have the power to do that, though. And someone right here, some entity or something said, you're lying. After I said I didn't have the power to lift them back up, they said I was lying. Oh, dang. The edges are getting us today. Why can't we get the edges instead? I'm so glad to be out here today right now, though. Look at that piece of glass. Looks like one of their artifacts out here. You know, crystallized. It's beautiful out here with the green, though. It's incredible. Such a difference when the seasons pass by, you know. From what I remember it used to be like back in March. This is crazy, though. I mean, you know, there could be snakes all over the place out here. I just had an idea, though. I think I'll just zoom all the way down here to the bottom. I mean, as far as I think I can go. As quickly as I can. And just skim these places real quick. What the heck was that noise? What the heck is that? Huh, that was weird. And that's a busted rock. Yeah, but I had this idea. I think it's better for me just to keep on going. I think there might be something much further down. I slipped up earlier when I was talking. Out here, I don't think I said it on video, though. I don't think I was recording. I said something about finding paleo. And I said the piece has got to be deeper down, further down. Oh, it's got to be a drone. There they go. There goes your UFO. Well, heck, I got something right here. I just had to take a closer look. It looks like a piece of iron, piece of metal, right there. It's just a flake, though. It's just a dang flake. Cool find nonetheless. Tells me that the stuff is still out here waiting to be collected. No, that wasn't an entire point. That was just a flake. I gotta stop collecting the flakes, guys. My collection is like 3 containers too large. I plan on making like a large arrowhead out of the flakes. You know, go backwards. Take it back to the core of the beginning of it all. That's what I have planned for the flakes. I think I told you that before. I don't know if I did. You know, take all the tiny flakes, whatever, and then make this like mold, like an arrowhead, like a void, and then pour it in and use some kind of, you know, acrylic or something to fill it all in. Thus you make a large arrowhead out of the flakes. And I had more than enough to make several. Is that a piece of the pot? I just had another scary answer over here to my left. There's something about this location. Right here, I don't know what it is. I think I might have figured it out. Another one of their spots. Well, I was standing right here and I was telling myself, I do talk to myself a lot, I do. Like inside my head and outside my head through my mouth. And I was like, I don't know why I'm looking over here. The paleo's not here. It's going to be further down. And I walked right over here. And someone said, we're right here. Are you really right here? You said you were right here. How do you know what paleo is? I doubt those arrowheads are going to be here. They're going to be further down. Maybe I need to be more specific when I ask for something. I'm looking for your paleo artifacts, your historical pieces. I know that you are here. You are the originals, and I'm looking to recover a few of your original pieces from a very long time ago. Only a few, though. I only look for a few. I'm looking for the evidence. You can always keep the rest. I just want a couple of them. Wouldn't that be a dream come true, though? But that's the thing, too. It's like if I find it, then what am I going to do? Just start, you know, start looking for something else? Am I going to stop the hobby because I found what I was looking for? It's like there's always a limit to something, right? If you find what you're always looking for, then what's the use to keep going further, you know? I guess that's why I never find it. Because I'm meant to keep going. I think it's time for me to leave. I think someone's around the bend over here. I heard somebody sneeze or cough. I'm looking. I was just about to continue forward really quickly until I heard something that sounded like a cough or a sneeze. I don't want them to know that I'm out here. I don't want to have to make excuses. I'm picking up the garbage. That's going to be weird if no one's out here, though. One of the largest gravel bars is right out here. I don't see anybody. What the heck was that, though? I mean, this was that creek a long time ago when I came out here for like the first 2 or 3 times. It was What the heck is that noise? I'm just going to make excuses. I don't know why they would be out here. I don't see anybody moving. I don't see anybody at all. There's nobody out here. Except that guy. Now, you know that dude is sitting right there. No one's out here. Except us. You're saying, yeah, except you, man. Except you. Yeah, but this was that world famous creek that the first couple of times that I came out shooting a video and I got on audio, someone said, come find us in a female voice. They didn't say come find me, they said come find us. Come find us. I've been trying to find them ever since. Guys, that was a long time ago. That was like 2016 or 2017 or something like that. Come find us. Come find us. Just like that, female voice. I was blown away. Maybe Paleo had a community up on the hill right here. Maybe they have graves up here that are probably, 20 feet deep or something. I still think that this was an ancient river bottom. Right here. We're just in the deepest part of it, the channel that carved its way through the landscape when the rivers were receding. I mean, the waters were getting lower. This is just the bottom of it. Well, dang. I don't know what I missed out on. I must have missed out on something, though. This tree right here is brand new. Being pulled down across the creek. This one's brand new. And they got a couple other ones right there that's been pulled down recently. I don't get it, though. I mean, there's debris right here that has never been here before. There's some kind of floor mat right there. It takes a lot to get stuff that high. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I said something wrong a long time ago. And they got mad at me. And they just let it storm like crazy within about a few days after the last time I came out to disrupt the landscape and expose some things that I know I'll never find now. Man. Gotta keep a lookout when it comes to the things that I say. At least it's easier to get over here now. There could be anything and everything, if you know what I mean. Not just the historical items, but other stuff too. I don't know. I'm still trying to understand how nature works in some places. I mean, if it was washed out like this within the past month and a half, and I might be missing some major things. But how come it still looks like things haven't been manipulated that much in other places? Like directly behind us. Looks like it hasn't even been touched. Maybe the waters were so swift, running so smooth that it just had everything at the bottom just sitting still. and nothing was pulled out, exposed, Yeah, this stuff is definitely new, but it's old. I mean, it's probably the second I left out of here last time I did, like 2.5 months ago. 2 months ago, they allowed this to happen. And some curious human beings came out to collect the ancient pieces, man. And they just left the scraps for me to come back and pick up, the garbage. Man, there's no way I'm going to be able to reach that baseball. Man, I got to go all the way around. I can't get to it, though. It's not a real baseball, though. It's a plush toy for a dog or something. You're going to say, get a stick. There's a lot to choose from in the pile. Does it have the logo on it? The MLB logo? Does it have a Yankees logo on it? It's got that one at least. Look, they're trying to get me close to something. Why am I wasting this time right here? I need to get down there and get those paleo pieces. 1 or 2 of them. I want to add something to my baseball collection. This is a weird looking baseball though, this toy. Some doggy chew toy or something. People trying to make their puppies baseball fans like us. Oh, what the heck happened here? That's weird. It was never like that before. What did we miss? Alright, I've never seen this here before. I mean, what would you consider this though? Where's that thing at? You can't miss it. This thing. That is a cool object right here. Should I collect that? I mean, I don't want to take another one of their rocks that looks like it's something else, That looks like a foot, doesn't it? The things that nature makes, though. You're going to say, how do you know it was made by nature? Time itself. Being broken. That is a cool item, though. This might be the find of the day if I don't find that paleo. We found a footstone. Or a rock shaped like a sock, a foot. That's pretty dang cool. Let me go ahead and, I can't add it to the pocket, it's too big. I'm going to have to add it to the left hand or something to carry it with this. That's crazy though. We just found a foot. A foot stone. Let's don't say foot. I don't want to run into anything that I don't want to be running into, if you know what I mean. A human foot out here. We found a rock that looks like a foot. Add it to the weird stash. 8 o'clock. Hey, that's got a terminated side on it. What happened out here? No snakes. Please, not now. Oh, it does have a terminated side on it. Look at that, guys. Add that one to the pocket. If that's okay with the ones out here, I'm sick of taking their stuff. I've been screamed at a few times. I think they get mad when you collect their rocks. Nature. That's my rock. Put it back, jerk. That kind of stuff. That's a nice one. Yeah, I know you see that bottom, fluted bottom. It's nothing but a rock. Dang. If only it was legit. I better hurry up and take my foot rock. Well, not mine, it's theirs. I just want to collect it after a little while. For a little while, that's all. I've learned my lesson. You don't know what it's like until you actually know nature. They say the dangest things. They do. I got some new stuff over here too. Snakes like to stay curled up here. You got a soccer ball. The heck is this thing here? Be careful what you pull out. That's weird. I better get a move on though. Yeah, let me zoom down there real quickly and just look around and see if they got paleo waiting on us. Let me leave them there, precious rock. I can't take it. I gotta be more choosy when it comes to the things that I recover and collect. That's a nice one though. I mean, it's not perfect, but you know, it does add to the stash. But I'm just gonna let them keep it. Like I should let them keep all of them. Man. But believe me, there was something down here that I was looking for to recover, you know. They would definitely let us see it. Trust me on that. Even if I flew down here, if I rolled down here, if I took my bike down here, they would walk us right into it. They would. I've had many instances like that, where I would get to one place, like a spontaneous adventure or something like that, and the second I get there, it's right below my feet. They let us find it the second we get there. Timing is everything, though. I mean, they'll let me know when it needs to be seen. I want to put my trust in them, though. 100% put my trust in them. But the thing is, I can't trust myself. Half the time, that is. And you know what I mean by trust myself. I don't want to miss anything. Like I can't trust myself that I would be able to, you know, like see it or something, you know. Like if I just zoomed through here without looking, I would feel that I would have missed something major. And it would be my fault if I didn't find anything. I gotta be careful though. I really do. Because of the teddy bears out here. They are all over the place in Metro Atlanta. I mean, I just saw 2 more stories this morning about ones being spotted in Lilburn, out of all places. It's almost like they're checking off the spots on a checklist, like us when we go exploring. They're bragging to their friends and family, hey, guess what place I went to go visit? Have you guys ever been to Lilburn? That's exactly what the bears are talking about. They're just checking off the places off the map. Yeah, I missed it. I should have been coming out instead of slacking on the hobby. This is brand new. Look at the size of this thing. So the last time the waters got high out here, they probably exposed some major history that we're not going to find. Man, you talk about putting your trust in them. It's like you just don't know how it's going to rain in certain locations, though. I mean, you can't always just trust the forecast. Just because you plan on skipping the hobby for a couple weeks, or like even 2 months because it's not raining as hard as you think it should be. And then stuff like this happens that you don't even know about. I mean, it could have stormed on top of this location right here. It could have stormed further up the creek for like an hour and a half nonstop when it was completely dry across the entire state. I wish I had a constant, like, weather system camera or something for all my hot spots. You know, the locations around all my hot spots. And that would tell me, you know, can I just go out there to try to find the good stuff? Knowing that the weather was much different, much more drastic. Look at me out here trying to rush. can't afford to miss the Dalton or the quad. Yep, that's my sign. Whatever was laid out here, I missed it. Someone else had to grab it. All this new stuff out here. Man, it's almost like it's hard to catch a break sometimes, you know? Better luck the next flood. Crap. I dare you to walk in that right there. There could be a bear hunkered down right there. Oh, dang. Boy, did it ever do something out here. Boy, did I ever miss the most important pieces that probably were just piled right on top. Just screaming for people to come by to collect it, you know? And we were not the ones that were lucky enough to collect it. See you in the next video.